Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Aqueduct Racetrack here on Sunday. It is the 10th of November, 2024. I'm going to look the stakes action on the program from the Big A, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean around the world. Let's look at the stakes action, races 7 and 8 from the Big A. Seventh race from Aqueduct, it is the Forever Together Stakes. It's going for a purse of $135,000, race for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 10 horses. The 10 horses in MTO. 9 will head to the outer turf course. The distance of ground, 1,700 meters, or a mile 16th on the outer turf course. It's great that they named a race after the Rick Astley song, Forever Together, or Together Forever, or something like that. I can't remember. But top selection, I'm going to go with the 8-horse Delahaye. I'm going to go 8-5-7-3 in the superfecta. 8-5-7-3 super. Top selection, I'm going to single Delahaye in the multi-race wagers. This 4-year-old for the Medalla d'Oro. Chad Brown trains. Flavian Pratt was absolutely killing it lately. Gets the mount. They ran the horse most recently in the Boston Spa at Saratoga. A mile 16th on a good melon turf course, 22nd of August. He finished third by 3/4 of length that day. Beau Cache just really took off clear and went around quite easily. This horse didn't get out of the gate so clearly, was wide, and he just couldn't get into it. It wasn't the day to win. I think refreshing here against these quality horses off the bench, not the world's toughest race. I think she could get the trip to win. She ran 2 back in the matchmaker at Monmouth over the mile late 20th of July, where she finished third by length. And again, she sat back early. She closed up well late. Beau Cache, who beat this horse in the next start after that, just had the jump on her. But again, not a bad race in defeat. And then the Mint Julep on the 2nd of June at Churchill over the mile 16th on a very yielding turf course. Won by 1 3/4 length. She didn't get out of the gate so clearly. Was a little bit wide, but she really, closed up well late to get the job done. And even in the Churchill Distaff Turf Mile handicap, she finished third by 2 lengths, and she really ran a decent race behind Jill Flag that day. Not a bad race at all. She's training well coming to this race. She won on this turf course nearly a year ago and breaking her maiden quite easily. I'm going to give her a shot on the ticket. I think the late pick 4 looks very nice, but I think in this race in particular, I think you want to go, in this race you want to single. I think the other races you want to go a little bit deeper, like the next race. So to recount my selection for the 7th from Aqueduct, it's Forever Together. We're going to go take the 8-horse Delahaye. We're going to go 8-5-7-3 super. We're going to single the 8 in the multi-race. The featured 8th race now from Aqueduct. It is the Long Island Stakes, running Queens, New York. It's a great event going for a purse $300,000. Race for fillies, mares, 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 11 horses entered to go 2,200 meters or mile 3/8 here in Long Island. I'm going to go with the 8-horse here. No show Sammy Joe. I'm going to go 8-5-4-3 in the superfecta. 8-5-4-3 super. Top selection 8-horse. No show Sammy Joe. For a fill by Lupe de Vega. Grand Motion trains. Flavian Pratt gets to mount. They ran the horse most recently in the all along at Laurel. Mile length on the 14th of September, where the horse won by 1.5 lengths. From the inside, she basically walked all the way around the race course on the inside. She quickened up nicely, and she got the job done. I thought that was a very good race. Refreshing her against some little tougher competition over a longer trip. She's bred for a mile. Coming to a mile 3/8 today might be a little long for her, but I think she has that ability to stay the trip well and get the job done. I'm going to take a shot with her. She ran 2 back on the 24th of August, Colonial, mile 16th inner, and optional 50 claimer, where she won by 5 1/4 lengths and basically stalked all the way around the race course. When Jorge Ruiz pushed the button, this horse flew home clear late. That was a very good, strong run for being the horse's first start in about 3 months. 3 months prior, the horse ran the 19th of May to Aqueduct, the mile in the lounge race for $100,000 on this inner turf course, won by a neck with Flavian up, the only time Flavian's ridden this horse. He came from the back of the pack into a slow pace, quickened up nicely. That was a very good run. Since she ran on debut at Belmont last May in a very good 7-furlong maiden special weight in the Weiner, where she finished 4th by 1 3/4 lengths that day. She was still really wide, but she stayed well against some tough horses there. Came back to run at Belmont in late June of 23 over the Widener in a maiden special weight, won by 2 1/4 lengths from a wide trip. Again, she saw a good pace to close up into, and she did just that. A very, very good run. Coming to a longer trip for the first time, it doesn't worry me. She could win. La Mana, the 5-horse for Kendrick and Christophe, I think could win also. Won the way about a month ago here at Aqueduct over the mile 3 on this turf course. Won by a neck, closing up into a basically harness pace. This horse grinded it out to the wire. I thought that was a very good effort. Prior to that, she wasn't catching Warlike Gods in the Dick Memorial. Maybe she needed the race that day, but she had a very good third in the Sheepshead Bay. She likes running on this turf course. It's going to be lightning fast going. 4-1. She could sit closer. I'll give her a shot here. Even the 4-horse Blush for Grand Motion and Johnny Fee. First time in the Motion Barn. First time in North America in the EP Taylor a few weeks ago. She finished fourth bay in a quarter lengths where she just wasn't getting into it. They were going just a little bit too slow for this horse that day. But if you look at some of the races in France this past summer, she was running some good numbers against some of those horses there. She's going to come to a little bit quicker that ground than she's been facing in France, but I think at 5-1 she could get the job done. I'll use her in the pick 4. But to recount my selection for the 8th from Aqueduct, now it's the Long Island Stakes. Going to take the 8-horse No Show Sammy Joe. Give kudos to the 5-horse Lemana and the 4-horse Blush. 8-5-4-3 Super, 8-5-4 in the multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.